Remember one example we discussed. Okay, so we need to display employees or employee details who are getting maximum salary from each job. Yes or no? Mm. So this is my example. This example, once we just recall again, what is the problem in this example? Carefully observe. Okay, and this is my question, and this is query, and already we got it output also. But what is the problem in this multiple row subqueries means? For example, okay. So when I call this table, this is your table information. Last people, listen, yaar. Huh? So just somewhat important means again your important means starting talking. Huh? Non-important means listening. This is one important question, and it was compulsory question for your interviews. Okay. Now you can see. As per my question, I need to find out employee details who are getting maximum salary from each job. So I was taking this query and we written on Saturday. Okay, now to execute this command, what it was happening, you can see from each job, highest salary employee details, sir, we got it. Okay, salesman highest 1600 maximum salary. Okay, manager job, president and clerk. Okay, and after that, analyst people 3000 and 3000. So here I have total 5 jobs. In each job, highest paid employees data I just find out. Highest paid employees. Okay, no? These are the people. In this example, I don't have any problem. So as per my question, my output, everything will be correct. There is no issue in this example. Okay, right. But now I want to do some little bit modification in my table. Okay. The what is the modification here? One of the employee was there in this table. His name was Fraud. And this table or this person, he was going to be working as an analyst, and the salary was 3000 rupees. So now this person details I'm going to update now. Okay. So I'm going to update now. Update EMP set sal is equals to 1300, where EMP number is equals to 7902. So one row is updated successfully. After updated, let me call your table. Okay. Now the information about fraud, how much here? 1300 now. Previously 3000. Now I was changed as a 1300. After changing some information here, the same query I'm writing now. What is the query? Select a star from EMP where sal in select a max of salary from EMP group by job. When I'm using now and the query is successfully executed, this is my final result of the query. But my requirement basis, this output from my requirement is what now? From each job wise, highest salary employees or employee details I need to fetch out. So now the output you can see for each job wise, you got it highest salary or having any problem? Where is your problem? Come on. Where is your problem? Salesman highest salary, how much? So nothing problem. Manager highest, president highest, clerk highest 1300. Who left? Analyst. In analyst job, how many people came to me? 2 people was came. But I'm asking from each job highest paid employee details I want it now. But here, salesman job, highest paid employee, manager, president, clerk. In these 4 jobs, there is no confusion. So who are highest paid? That highest paid employees only we taken out. But when come to analyst, 2 people information is showing us. One employee analyst 3,000, one employee analyst 1,300. But now who you wanted? 3,000 or 1,300? 3,000 I wanted. Because my question is highest paid employees. Who is highest paid here? 3,000. In analyst job, what is highest pay? 3,000. So that means I wanted 3,000 details. But this data, I don't want to display here. Now, if I remove this, now my answer is correct. From each job, who are getting maximum salary, those employee details are we fetching. Is it correct? So that means now what do you understand? Multiple row subqueries are having some problems when we are comparing some group of values. Okay. Now see, but why analyst people came 2 times? 3,000 employee details are came, and also 1,300 employee details also came. But our question is only highest people you need to pick. But here 2 people came. Highest people came, lowest people also came out. Okay. And why this output is came first initially, observe carefully. This is actually my table. After doing some modification, this is one of my table. Is it any possibility was there in real time? 2 employees are having same salary and working in 2 different departments. Is it possible or not possible? Possible? Huh? What I'm asking? 2 employees are there. One employee working in Java department, one employee working in Oracle department. Both employees are working 2 different departments, but their package is same. Possible? Huh? Chances are there now? Yes. So as per that logic, see, this is our table. In analyst job, one of the employees salary 1,300. Same salary, who will get it here? Miller. But he was working as a clerk. So that means 2 different people, but their salaries are same. Okay, now this kind of chances are more and more. 99% you have a chance. So when you have data like this, on that data, I'm applying what now? Multiple row. But multiple row, first inner query, what I written? Select which column wise? Job column wise. Max of salary from AMP, group by what? Job. So this is inner query information. And inner query was written some values. And inner query written what it was? See, clerk highest salary written, salesman highest, analyst highest, managers highest, president highest. So from each job, highest paid employee salaries are we find out. So now this is inner query result. This inner query result or values we are comparing with the outer query. What is outer query? Select star from EMP. Okay, now where which column? Salary in off. First one is what? 1,300, 1,600. Come on, 3,000, 2,975, 5,000. This is inner query result. These inner query values, whatever it was came, I want to check now. How I'm checking outer query? My entire table column, I'm checking that whether is there any employee salary is there in this list of salaries. If it is there in the list, that row condition satisfied and it was written true. If the value is not there in the list, then false. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now we can check. Employees I'm checking. First employee, 800. 800 is there in the list? Is there in the list? No. That means condition true or false? False. Leave it. Next, 1600 is there in the list? Yes, there. There means condition true. Who is this here? 1600. Who is this? Salesman Ellen. Okay, the salesman is came. Okay, na? All right. Keep it that. Next one is what now? Next I have to check. 1250. 1250 is there in the list? No. Condition false. Next, 2975. 2975 is there in the list? Yes. Condition true. Condition true. Who is this here? 2975. Who is this? Manager Jones. That means it's came manager department. One is sales, one is manager. Okay. Next come out. 2850 is there in the list? 2450. No. 3000. 3000 is there? Condition true na? Yes. Who is this here? 3000 analyst. Scott. Analyst also came. As of now, 3 departments came. Next compare. 5000 is there? Yes, 5000 is also there. Condition true. Who is this here? 5000? President came. 4 people came. Next. 1500 is there here? No. 1100 is there here? No. 950 is there here? No. 1300 is there here? Yes. Condition true? Who is this? Analyst also came. Okay, na? But already analyst came na here? Already analyst came na? But one more time came. One more, that means 2 times came. Why 2 times came? Now understand all of you? Yes or no? So that I just keep it. Next, what is this? Again, one more 1300. That one more 1300 is there or not there? So how many rows are satisfied? 1300. 2. So 5 and one more added. Total how many people came? 6 people. That's the output of your 6 people. Salesman came. Manager came. Analyst 3000 came. Why? Because 3000 is there here. Next, president came and analyst. Again, one more analyst. So why this person also came? Because your 1300 is also there here. So that means your 1300 value, whatever it was written by inner query, that value is having how many times in my table? 2 times. That's why analyst 1300 came and also clerk 1300 also came. So as per the query. But my problem, my question is what now? I want it only those employees who are getting maximum salary from each job. That is my question. But my question requirement is fulfilled? No. Here my problem is what now? One more analyst person is came. Actually, this is not a correct. This is not a correct. So now this is I need to avoid now. If I avoid this, then I will get accurate. Yes. But how I can do this? How this problem can be overcome? Means that to avoid this problem, then we are using what now? Multiple columns subquery. So here in single row, multiple row, what it was happening? Outer query where conditional column, I have only single value. A single value is comparing with the single value results. This is also salary result. This is also salary. Only one column comparison is happening. So whenever you want to comparing a single column data, okay, with another single column, then what it was happened? There is a more chances to occur to provide wrong results in multiple row subquery. So now what I want to do? Now I need to avoid this single column comparison, sir. Avoid. And now I want to compare not single column, comparing what now? Multiple columns, column 1, comma, column 2, in operator. Again, your inner core is also multiple columns, column 1, comma, column 2. Now, how many columns comparing here? 2 columns comparing. So that means the values of multiple columns, values of inner query comparing with the multiple columns values of outer query. This mechanism is called as a multiple column subquery. And with the help of this mechanism only, I can overcome, which was what is the drawback of multiple row subquery. The problem can be solved. Okay, now? Now below write down. Write this query again. Okay, completed. Below write down. Below write down. When we are comparing group of values by using multiple row subquery, then Oracle server returns wrong result. So to overcome this problem, we should use multiple column subquery mechanism. So now we can take citing multiple column subquery. So what is multiple column subquery? Okay. So comparing multiple columns values of inner query, with multiple columns values of outer query is called as multiple column subquery. Okay, now so this is a definition of your multiple column subquery definition. And what is the syntax for this? The syntax also carefully observe. Select a star from table name and where. See, where after under where class condition, I'm going to passing here multiple columns and so on close. Open and closing brackets are compulsory. Okay, now. So now here, can you see in my where class, how many conditions I'm passing? Single column, more than one column. So this is what we called a multiple columns we called. So then after in of inner query, select your required columns. So column name 1, comma, column name 2, comma, and so on from table name. Okay. What is this? Group otherwise table name. Okay. This is what now? Multiple column subquery syntax. And now you can see here, you can understand that outer query where class conditional columns, inner query conditional columns. So okay, both are same number of columns here. Okay, right. So based on this syntax, now I want to comparing here more than one column values are comparing now. Okay, now let me come out and see, observe. So now how to write previously my inner query. I was written here. Where is my inner query? Yes, in this inner query, can you identify guys here? In inner query, how many columns I was taken here? Only one column. One column value comparing with the outer query of single column. Okay, outer query, one column, inner query, one column. One column comparison only happened. That's why this kind of problem is occurred. So now to avoid this multiple columns. So multiple columns means how to write here, carefully observe. So now first I'm writing inner query. Inner query what now? Job, comma, next what? Max of salary from EMP group by, what is that? Job. Okay, now? Right. Now, this is my inner query. Now, inner query returns what now? Not a single val column. It was written multiple columns wise written. It was written multiple columns wise written. Okay, right. So that means come to your table. This is our table. This is our table, entire the table. Okay, this entire the table, I want to check. How to check? Select a star from EMP where of compulsory bracket should be open. Now, which columns I'm comparing? Job as well as what? Salary. How many columns I'm checking? 2 columns. Then after in of. In of inner query result is what now? This is now? This is inner query result? Just you have to put it this. So now inner query result. In of inner query result. What is inner query result? Both columns, job and what next? Max of salary. Now both column comparison. First column is what now? Clerk. Maximum salary how much? 1300. Next one is, for example, salesman. Salesman how much here? 1600. Next one is what now? Manager. So manager. Manager how much here? 2975. Next one, president. President how much here? 5000. Next one is what now? Analyst. Analyst how much here? 3000. This is what. And now compare. How I am comparing here? Outer query, 2 columns combination. Check it here in this available or not. Okay. So first employee. First employee, who is this? Smith. Smith is what? Clerk. Clerk combination what? 800. Clerk with the combination 800. Now that was there here. Clerk with the combination 800. Is there a? No. Clerk with combination how much is there? 1300. But 800 is not there. So that means it is a false. Next, salesman. Salesman with combination 1600. This combination is there. Yes. Salesman with combination 1600. There. There means condition. True. Who came? Salesman came. Okay. One I keep it. Next is salesman 1250 combination. Is there here? No. Next. Manager with the 2975 combination. Is there here? Yes. Second person came. Next. Salesman 1250. No. Manager 2850. No. Manager 2450. No. Analyst 3000. There are? Yes, there. So third person came. Next. President 5000. Yes, there. President 5000. Fourth person came. Next. Salesman 1500. No. Clerk 1100. No. Clerk 950. No. Analyst 1300. Analyst 1300. There are? Not there are? Not there. Not there means condition true or false? False. Will you take or not? Not. So leave it that. Next finally what? Clerk 1300. Is there a? Yes, clerk 1300. Total how many people came? Perfect? Yes. Okay. Let me see to write your complete query. Complete query I'm writing. Okay, na? Inner query is what? Select job, comma, max of salary from EMP group by what? Job. Group by job. And now we can see inner query, 2 columns values will be written. Multiple column values are written. Those multiple column values comparing with the outer query multiple columns. Okay, now? Now we can see to execute this. Now your answer is perfect. Your requirement is fulfilled. From each job, highest paid employee details are we need to find out. Now you got it? Any problem? No. This is multiple columns advantage. Right on below. Okay, solution right now. Okay, completed. Hmm. So now this is advantage of multiple column. Now take one more example. Write a query to display employees. Write a query to display employees whose employee job, comma, MGR are same as the job, comma, MGR of the employee of the employee the employee Scott. Okay. Question clear now? Mm. So now check it out. In your table, is there anybody like this? Scott employee. First, we need to find out Scott employee job and MGR, manager number and job. What is the job? Enlist and 7566. Is there any employee job and MGR same? Fraud. So his job and MGR also same. Okay, na? How to write now? First inner query. Inner query is what? Select job, comma MGR from EMP, where E name is equals to Scott. Now see, your inner query written values single column or multiple columns are? Single column. हाँ इतना अच्छे से दिखा दे रहा है वो single column. Single column or multiple columns? Multiple columns. One is which column? Job column and MGR. So the inner query returns how many columns values? 2 columns, more than one. That is called a multiple columns. In the name only there are multiple columns. Okay. So now 2 columns wise, the result will be showing us. Okay. Right. Now these 2 columns values compare with the table. The table means what now? Select a star. Star from EMP. Where? To which columns? Same columns again. What is that? Job, comma, MGR. Which operator? In. Now we can see select job, comma, MGR from EMP where E name is equals to Scott. Okay, na? So analyst 7566, analyst 7566. Like who is this here? Prod was there here, right down below.
Seven up down days and యాడ్ చేసుకొని జాబ్ మినిమం 50 విత్డ్రా కూడా జమ అయిపోతుంది ఆడుకోవచ్చు విత్డ్రా కూడా 10 నిమిషాలు అయిపోతుంది
Okay, right. So these are comparison of 2 columns. Like this 3 columns values also compare 4, 5, any number. Okay, na? Right. And the next write down pseudo columns. Okay, right. And see here the pseudo columns importance in subqueries. Observe carefully and which kind of pseudo columns are there and how I can use in my database. Okay, pseudo columns are same just like your table columns. So how our table columns are there, how I'm using this table columns in my where class condition. Okay, some conditional value I need to comparing purpose. displaying purpose, how I'm using this. Same as the pseudo columns also working just like a table columns. Understand? Na? It's also like a column only. And these columns are two types. Okay, one is row ID and one is row num. Okay, no? Right down below. Pseudo columns are working just like a table columns. Working pseudo columns are working just like a table columns. And here two. One is we called as a row ID. Another one we called as a row num. Row ID and row num. First you have to take row IDs. So what is a row ID and this pseudo column? Okay, what kind of information will be storing here? Okay, now let me see. For example, are you created one new table in your database? Okay, are you created one new table here? My columns are X, Y, Z. So that means are you design one new table with how many columns? 3 columns. Okay, I designed this. After design this, then later user will be inserting some rows. When he was inserting a row into table, whenever user inserting a row into table, so now what it was happen, for example, A, some B, some C. So row is created. Yes or no? So the row insertion level, each and every row wise, internally your Oracle server is going to be created some identity created. So first row I inserted, for this row purpose, it will create one identity. Okay, now one ID created, that ID is called as a AA. And this is ID also you can say, or address of the row also you can say. Okay, now like, are you inserted second in record? Then second record is going to be inserted, M and O. Then second record, once it was successfully inserted, and this row purpose also, it was created some identity that is called the address of the row. Okay, that is called the AB. Like, are you inserted one more record? Okay, then PQR, then this is also successfully inserted. Then on this row also one row identity is created. So that means what it was happening, whenever user inserting some data or inserting some rows into table, for each and every row wise, internally your Oracle server will created one identity for each and every row. And whatever the IDs are created by Oracle server, these IDs are automatically saved under database memory. It will be saved. It will be saved. And these, whatever the row identities are saved under database, these IDs, how I can see practically by programmer means by the help of what now? Row ID pseudo column. So with the help of row ID pseudo column, I can see my row address. The address of a row, I can see it. Practically, if you want to see that, then you can see that information by the help of what now? Row ID pseudo column. Understand na? So this is row ID pseudo column purpose. Are you getting my point now? Right down below. Row ID. Right on. Whenever we are inserting a new row into a table, internally Oracle server, okay, will create a unique identification, or a unique a unique address, a unique address of a row of a row. Of each, otherwise you can of each row wise. Full stop. And continue. These row IDs are saved in database automatically. Database automatically. So that row IDs are permanent IDs in database. Okay, right. So now see examples. Now how I can see this. For example, this is your table. Select a star from EMP. This is my table. How many rows we have in this table? 14. So that means at the time of insertion only, already your row IDs are created. So that's why each and every row is already having some unique identification already having. At the time of insertion only, it will be created. But those row IDs, I want to view it now. How I can view? Then I have to use which column? Row ID column. Row ID, comma, e-name from a EMP table. Now we can see for each and every row wise, row identity or address of the row is there or not there? There are? Yes. And last character you can see. What is that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Unique, duplicate. Each and every ID is a unique. Understand? Na? So now these are what? And what I said, these IDs are fixed, permanent, cannot change. Now see, whether it is change or not, let me go. Row ID, comma, e-name and comma, department number from EMP where DEPT number is equals to 10. In department number 10, how many employees are working? 3. Names are Clerk, King, Miller. Clerk, row ID what? AG. Clerk, row ID what? AG. Same or different? No change, na? Next, King, AI. Here also, AI. Miller, AN. Here, AN. So now tell me, row IDs as per your query, change or not change? Not change. That means, can I say it is a fixed? Can I say fixed means permanent? Yes. Okay. Now, and same as, suppose in these row IDs, if you want to see maximum row ID, then even though you can apply max function on which column? Row ID column. Because row ID column is working just like a table columns. Okay, no? So from EMP, what is the maximum row ID? AN is the maximum. Same as if I want to see minimum row ID. What is minimum? A is a minimum. So like this, I can find out or I can fetch a maximum row ID as well as minimum row IDs. Okay, right down below. Okay, right. And now see, this is, you can see maximum, minimum, okay, you can find. But this row ID pseudo column, where it was very, very important for us means, whenever you want to deleting some duplicate rows. Suppose you have a table. In the table, 1 lakh rows are there. But out of 1 lakh rows, how many number of duplicate rows are there? That all duplicate rows are I want to delete now. So in that cases, row ID pseudo column is very, very important. And real time also, where we require this row ID pseudo column in real time means to deleting duplicate rows purpose. Understand now? So now below write down. This is also very important question for you. How to delete multiple duplicate rows except one row except one row from a table. Okay. Now you can see the observe situation here first of all. So I'm going to okay, right. So now I'm creating one table, guys. Test number, serial number, and name. Varchar of some size. Okay. Then after I'm inserting few records into this table. So 1 comma A. Otherwise I will use it here. Ampersand is serial number comma ampersand is name. So serial number 1, name is A, allowed. Serial number 1, name is A, allowed. Serial number 1, A, allowed. 2, B, allowed. 3, C, allowed. 3, C, allowed. 4, D, allowed. 4, D. 4, D. 5, E. 5, E. So 5, E. Okay, now? Now come out and see your table. This is your table information. In this table, total 12 rows are there, but in 12 rows, there are multiple duplicate rows are there here. 1A, 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 2B, 3C, 3C, 4D, 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 5E, 5E, 5. Okay, now? What is my situation here? I want to delete a duplicate rows from this table. And my query will be writing like this. Delete from test table where serial number is equals to 1. Suppose if I keep it, what happened? Serial number 1, all are deleted or only one deleted? All are deleted. But my requirement, only duplicates. But it is not possible. Okay, second column I'm taking. Name is equals to A. What happened? All A's are deleted or only one A? So that means, can you do it or not do it? We can't do it now. So directly we cannot delete a multiple duplicated rows except one. We cannot directly delete it. So that's what we want to do. I want to need to use a row IDs. And row ID, what I'm saying here, whenever you inserting your data, okay, for each and every row wise, unique row identities are created. Yes or no? So that's for what I'm doing here. These IDs I want to check. Row ID, comma, serial number, comma, name from test. Now see, created a row ID, any duplicate? All are unique identifications. Okay. Then okay, row IDs are there. Now, with the help of this row ID, I want to delete my duplicates. That means first what I want to do, from each separate group of data, I want it here, maximum row identity, I want it now. I want it what now? Maximum row identity, I want it. Okay, na? So that means from 1A group, maximum row ID fetch, 2B max, 3C max, 4D max, 5E max. From each different type of data, I need to get a maximum row identity. What I want to do? From each group, what I want to use? Group by. So now I'm using group by. Careful observe. So I'm using group by, select what you required, maximum row ID. So now serial number comma max of row ID from the table is what now? Test. Where what? Sorry, maximum row ID. Which class? Group by. To which column here? Serial number. Now you can see. Now serial number 1. What is the maximum row ID? AC. AC na? Yes or no? 2B. What is the maximum? AD. So only one row is there. That's why it is a maximum. It is a minimum. Okay. 3C maximum. AF. AF came. Three number is not came. Anything is missed, huh? Check it out. Yeah, something is missed here. What is this? 2B. Oh, this is correct. 3C, 3C. Three C group is not came, huh? Okay. Now 3C group is came. Here came na yaar. 3 is came na. First it is not showing, huh? Okay. So 3 maximum what now? AF. AF is the maximum row ID of a 3C group. Next to 4, AI. 4D group. Which one is maximum? AI. 5E. 5E group, what is the maximum? AL. So from each serial number, which one we return? Maximum row IDs. First serial number, maximum row ID. Second serial number, third serial number, fourth serial number, and fifth serial number. That means how many groups? 5 groups. From each group, maximum row IDs are be taken. This is my inner query. Clear now? Then now I need to write outer query. Outer query condition is what now? Except these maximum row IDs from each serial number. Except this, remaining row IDs are deleted. Understand now? That means from this group, 1A group, what I want to delete? A, B delete. I want to keep AC. From next 2B, only one row is there. There is no duplicates. As usual, I just keep it. Next 3C was there. 3C, maximum row ID, I just keep. Minimum row ID, delete. Next one is what now here? Okay, 4D. 4D, what I want to do? Maximum row ID keeper, minimum deleter. And the next one is what now here? Okay, 5E. Maximum row ID just keeper, remaining was deleted. Yes or no? This is what I am doing. And what it was left in this? What it is left in this? AC. What it is left in this? AD. What it is left in this? AF. What it is left in this? AI. What it is left in this? AL. Ella? So now AC 1, AD 2, AF 3, AI 4, AL 5. So duplicates deleted. Duplicates are deleted. Yes. And remaining unique data, I got it. Okay. So how to write here? My outer query. Which query? Delete from test where what? Row ID not in. Not in means except or in the list value deleted. Except list values, remaining values are deleted. Now inner query. Inner query is what? Select. Come on. What is that? Max of row ID. From which table? Test table. Which class? Group by serial number. Okay now? Now we can see to execute now. How many rows deleted? 7 rows. After deleted 7 rows, let me call and see your table tester. Now, duplicates are deleted. Understand now? And whatever it was left in my table, those row IDs you can see. Those row IDs you can see. Okay, what it is left in 1A? AC, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E. Query satisfied? Yes, except these IDs, remaining IDs are deleted. And finally, all duplicates are deleted. Clear now? So in this level, row ID will be useful. Right down below. So this is your demo table. Right now. Okay, so solution and final output you can see. Okay, right. So this is row ID pseudo column, and next pseudo column right now, row num. Okay, right. So when come to row num, this pseudo column, how it will be useful for us. Okay, now. So this pseudo column, what it was happen, guys, here, when I want to use the pseudo column, in your table, how many number of rows are there? That each and every row wise, your row numbers are automatically generated. On the spot, it will generate. Okay, now it is not like that when we are inserting the row, at the time it will not generate. When we are calling time, these row numbers are automatically generated. Okay, now let me see here. So now I'm just calling now. Select row num, comma, employee name from EMP. Whenever are you calling some query through some data, at the time of calling data, row numbers are automatically generate. So row numbers are automatically generated. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 14. But whatever these numbers are generated here, these numbers will never save in the database. That's why row numbers are called as what now? Temporary numbers. That means as per your query statement, your row numbers are changed. So now see, I'm writing this query here, then row numbers are something generated. When I'm changing my query now, select row num, comma, ename, comma, department number from EMP, where department number is equals to 10. So as per this query request, what is my row num? 1, 2, 3. That's it. And your clerk, how much it was showing? Here, how much showing? 7, huh? Now tell me, is it permanent or temporary? Temporary. Here, king, how much? Here it was showing? Miller 3. Here it is showing? Now tell me, row numbers are permanent or temporary? Temporary. As per your query statement, your row nums will be changed. Understand now? Right down below. Row num. To generate the sequence, to generate the sequence row numbers to each row wise, or else to each group of rows wise automatically. Next, these row numbers are not saved in database. Saved in data, so that these are what now? Temporary numbers. So that these are temporary numbers.
నువ్వు స్ట్రీట్ లోకి ఫస్ట్ వచ్చావా రోడ్ మీద నుంచి ఎక్కడి నుంచి రోడ్ ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన
Okay. And these examples you can take here. So as per your query statement, your sequence row numbers also change.
వచ్చావా శ్రీశైలం?
Okay, right. But sir, okay, the row numbers are generated automatically on your each row wise. That's okay. But where you want to use this row num pseudo column? When it was required means, now below right note. Row num pseudo column is used to perform nth and top n operations on a table data. So this especially row num we are using to finding of nth and top n operations. Whenever you want to do nth operation or top n operations, when you want to performing on table data, so there row num will be useful for us. Okay, na? So now let me see some examples on this. First example, right on. Write a query to fetch the first row from EMP table, the first row from EMP table by using row num. Okay, right. So which row we need to fetch here? The first row. That means n value, how much here? 1. Okay, let me come out and see. So first of all, I'm just calling the entire table. This is your entire table. Okay. In this first row is who is this here? Smith. Okay. Now we will write now. Select star from EMP where what I'm using? Row num is equals to 1. Got it? First row we are fetching or not? Yes, right down below. Okay. So can you try one more here? Right on. Next example, to fetch second row from EMP table by using of row num. So write on all of you. The query also write. Okay, no? How many people written? Raise your hand. Okay. So what is your second row? Alan. So this row I need to fetch from the second position from my table. So what is your query? Select star from EMP where row num is equals to 2. This is only hmm, what it was showing. No rows below, write down 2. Your answer is no rows. Okay, na? So row num is equals to 1. Your required rowers came. But same thing, row num is equals to 2. Not came. And saying that no rows. But actually in my table, second row is there now. Yes. But showing no rows. Why, sir? What is the reason behind this? When it was 1, it came some output. But when I given 2, it was saying no rows. What is the reason behind this? That we will see on tomorrow. Okay. Right, guys. So we will continue on tomorrow's session. Okay. Na? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. ट्वेंटी फाइव का स्टार्ट हो जाए। एडवांस जावा में पीएलएस को चल रहा है। स्टार्ट होगा 25 को स्टार्ट हो जाएगा।
మీరు సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ ఇక్కడ గ్రూప్ బై తర్వాత సీనియర్ నెంబర్ రాశారు కదా, సో ఇక్కడ రాయొచ్చు సీనియర్ నెంబర్ తర్వాత.
అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి రాసి చూడు ఏమవుతుందో చూడు ఒకసారి. సిస్టమ్ లేదా ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ రో సీరియల్ నెంబర్ తీసుకున్నాను నువ్వు, నీకు ఏమవుతుంది మాక్సిమం రో ఐడి ప్లస్ సీరియల్ నెంబర్ రెండు వస్తాయి. సో ఇక్కడ కాలమ్ ఉన్నా లేకున్నా సరే నువ్వేం చేస్తున్నావు, దాన్ని డిలీట్ చేసేస్తున్నావు కదా, డిస్ప్లే చేయట్లేదు కదా, డిలీట్ చేస్తున్నావు కాబట్టి ఇట్స్ నాట్ మ్యాండేటరీ, ఆప్షనల్ అనమాట. అట్లా అని పెట్టవచ్చు పెట్టకపోవచ్చు అట్లా. చూడు ఒకసారి ఒకసారి అది చూడు ఒకసారి. విశ్వం एनी सेल्समैन सैलरी मतलब सपोज सेल्समैन में 5 पीपल है, हर सेल्समैन का एक सैलरी रहता है. इन 5 आदमी में किसी ना किस सेल्समैन के सैलरी के साथ ज्यादा रहना चाहिए, किसी न किसी एक. क्यों होती है? क्योंकि हम कंपेयरिंग ऑफ टेबल में हर रो कंपेयर होता है, जो भी हो हर रो कंपेयर करके लेकर आएगा वो, इसलिए वो आता है.